works as
Bob.
far as Discord. I
All
have
right.
no clue why, but it refuses to work in like third-party stuff.
No, that's okay. We're sticking with Discord. This is what I've always used. Keeps it easy for everybody. Okay, so if anybody would like to volunteer to start, I'll get you guys to introduce your characters one after another. Or I can call in the class. It's okay.
Sorry, I'm working on stuff.
That's okay, Sam.
I could give like a general rundown.
Yeah, exactly. Just like what your character looks like, what they might be doing here, what they might have already talked to with the other players. Just general information. Nothing too fancy.
Right, sorry, you threw me off. Okay. Character is Nemaya a tiefling witch, red-skinned, horns, because tiefling, 5'11"-ish, black hair. Kind of sticking around with, what was your character's name, David?
Owl.
Sticking around with Owl has been conversating with him because presumably we've known each other before the convoy. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll send you a picture as soon as I find a decent one.
Sounds good.
And she is just chilling.
I guess I can go next since I'm pretty well done. So I'm playing Trixie, the cute little kobold. She is a sorcerer currently, though she is going to be doing a couple tricksy things, hence the name. She considers herself a green dragon in all aspects. She's just small for one. And she acts accordingly. So she's going to be a little scamp. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I can go next.
Sure.
My character is Cart Fallon. I am a cleric. Honestly, looks aren't a big thing. I wear armor that completely covers all skin and anything except for my eyes. Unlike Trixie's thievy nature, I guess would be the nice way to put it. My character in a not what backs lore wise holds an oath to judicial law through his house and focuses majorly on lawfully good nature. So that is where I will be standing.
Could you remind me which house you were from again?
Thorn?
Oh, right. Blackthorn.
Yes.
Got it.
I'm gonna DM you this because you told me not to say it out loud.
Oh, good. Okay.
And secrets in session 1, I can't believe it.
Lovely. Good start.
Sorry. And I am running Seraphina Blackthorn, one of the daughters of the noble house. She probably has been trying her best to get as much information as she can get on the trade deals and stuff like that. Not through any like illicit manners or anything like that, but just like trying to get general information because she is most likely going as like an envoy
Okay.
in a sense.
Sounds good. And then, Al, what was your character?
So my character goes by Al. Basically, he kind of wears robes that are they look a bit twisty, but they're kind of worn, like quite worn for a while. Yeah, he
Are you
has
telling me he's a real hoot?
I don't know. Yeah, he basically has a bag full of notes and books and letters, so it's all a mess. Full of it. So basically, has ashen gray hair with some blue strands all over. Like I'm not sure if they're natural or not. The eyes are a bit golden. One eye is kind of missing the iris, so might be blind, but he doesn't say anything in that one.
Mhm.
He's quite gregarious. He likes to talk with people. They'll ask him what's going on. Make a joke or something. But yeah, basically, yeah. He mostly spends times with the Maya because yeah, they kind of find common grounds with talking about magic and stuff. And
Okay.
yeah, he's more or less wandering scholar.
All right. That works. Okay.
And apparently, yeah, he is has a he knows a bit more about magic, so you would assume he's a wizard.
Okay. So looks like a wizard, basically.
Yeah.
All right. So
Have a weird hat.
you guys are
Now,
just getting warm by the campfire, and you're getting ready for your night shift to begin because you guys are taking shifts with the other mercenaries to check the perimeter. The camp foreman walks up to your station and says it's going to be your guys' turn soon. So if you guys could pick 2 or 3 to start the first shift, and then another 2 or 3 to start the second, and then switch off when you're ready. So who wants to be volunteer for the first shift? We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 5 people, so 3 could be the first one, and then 2 for the second.
yeah, also volunteer.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
Well, I was gonna volunteer, but sure, alright, I sleep.
Okay. So first shift can be 2 people. So Karth and Al, you guys good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And then the other 3.
It's where we realize none of us have proficiency in perception.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
I don't. I do actually,
I have no.
but modifier is crap, so.
Eh, we'll see. So we'll say the other 3 head to bed. You guys start your shift. So basically, you've been given we'll say the south perimeter. That's the direction in which you guys have been headed. So that area is good to keep an eye on because you have not been in that area yet. It's unexplored. You don't sure exactly what's there. And just to reiterate, the walk has been unusually quiet. You figured you might be attacked by bandits or something, but not even those guys have shown up to try and attack the convoy. Most likely because it's so heavily armed with mercenaries that have been hired by the city that any small bandit camp that takes a look at the amount of people guarding it is probably thinking it's not worth the trouble. So strength in numbers has helped you so far.
Yeah, I'll probably talk to the guards about how things are going and probably figure that one out. And so I'll ask Kart, do I know what kind of race he is?
His face is entirely covered, so you're not sure.
Though you can deduce because I'm a very, very large person in stature.
Forgive me, I'm not that knowledgeable, but I have a dark vision, so I can take the front, position. You can stand in the back if you want. Although, I wish I was that tall. Could see more.
That works for me. I can watch over you.
Good to know. Thanks.
Okay.
Is anyone else awake in said camp, or is it just me and him currently?
Just you and him, and maybe a couple other small patrols in the opposite side of the camp. They've been assigned their stations. They stick with their patrol area. You guys don't really cross paths because you're meant to control a certain section of the camp. But I will say it's not unheard of for a couple guards to walk over and I don't know, exchange pleasantries, or maybe, hey, this guy owed me 3 gold coins from the last card game. I want to collect my debt, kind of stuff.
No fight over coins. Too bad.
Is there any movement, or is this strictly an unnerving quiet?
It's been an unnerving journey for pretty much the entire time, to be honest with you. you half expected something to happen, but it's been actually pretty boring. What I would recommend is if you guys could roll for your perception now, and we'll see maybe you spot something or you don't.
Yeah.
So, to do that, you guys should have your character sheet open. And then, it's as easy as going under your skills, and you should see that there.
Off with a good start.
Dang, 20.
Unnatural, but still.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll probably use mage hand and like use torch to like do every once in a while scout and take the torch and carry it a bit in the distance so I like extend this line of sight.
Okay.
Sorry, how do I roll?
So you open up your character sheet, and then under the skill section that's in the middle of your page, you scroll down to where you see perception, and then you just click on that.
Normal?
Yep, normal. Okay. So we'll say that your particular character, Karth, is having a serious problem seeing through your visor, especially at night. And because your friend Al is in front of you with the torch, it's kind of blinding you to see the front or anything in the front area. Thankfully, Al has night vision, so Al can make out shapes in the dark at least. And considering the roll that he has made, Al, I'm going to say that you see something that looks like it's sticking out of the tree line, maybe about a kilometer out. It doesn't look like a natural formation. Like, when you look at the tree line, you see the leaves, and then above the leaves, or poking out of the leaves, is something long, slender, and glowing in a metallic light to you. It's in the form of some kind of like curved,
Pipe.
well, curved arm almost. You would say.
Huh. Okay, I'll ask Kart if he can like lift me up and maybe get a better look.
I would like to sigh heavily and then lift him up by the waist.
Okay.
Sorry, I see something over there.
The elevation doesn't help too much, unfortunately, and by the time he lifts you up, it has quickly slinked into the tree line.
There's definitely something there. I think I should.
I would like to investigate.
Okay.
I'll
Alright.
follow him, but stand a bit behind, and I'll pass him the torch.
So are you guys going by yourself, or are you going to plan to alert the patrols that you think you may have noticed something?
Go back and alert them that we saw something we were just now getting
I'm gonna wait.
We're not,
I'm gonna wait for him.
Okay.
if we're not back in like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, something happened, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So you alert the other patrols that are running right now. You let them know. And one of the other patrols says they will alert the foreman just to keep on an eye out in case we may be under attack or maybe there was a scouting party. We don't know. But yep, you guys go off to the forest, and we'll say it's about a kilometer, so maybe 15 minutes it takes you to get there. If you're running, 10. And
Probably fast walk.
yeah, fast walk. You get to an outcropping, and what you see is a bit odd. You look into the center of this area, and it looks like there has been a circle of trees that have kind of been pushed and uprooted from the inside out. Some kind of large force has uprooted these trees, and in place of that are 3 consecutive circles, probably about 20 feet across in diameter each. It's like a small crater. So there's 3 of those.
Does it look magical or?
Roll for investigation.
Alright. Investigation.
And Karth, you can do that
Actually,
too.
I'm good today.
Damn. Mm-hmm. And Karth, you could do the same thing with your character sheet. It's the same section under skills
Yeah.
and investigation.
I stuck at investigation.
It's okay. I'm sure you're good at other things. Okay. You're just kind of like looking at the perimeter, at the trees, and kind of like figuring what kind of force could have uprooted these. Al, you go to the center of one of these little craters, and you see piles of soot in the center of one of these. You bend down, pinch it together, bring it to your nose, and find it smells very strong of sulfur and charcoal.
I assume I have enough knowledge of the dwarven shenanigans.
Are you related in any way to dwarves, or have you been around dwarves?
Probably, but not too much.
Not too much. I would say that at the very least, you're not an alchemist, but you are aware of what alchemists use as a propulsion, or at least some kind of accelerant. This is similar.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'll just turn around and say, something weird happened here. I think we need to report this to the camp. Let's go fast.
I would like to agree and follow him.
Okay.
But I'd also like to keep an eye out around us as we move to the best of my ability.
Of course, yeah. Makes sense. Okay, so you guys beeline it back to the camp. The camp foreman is waiting with a collection of maybe 12 to 14 men, other mercenaries, and he asks what you found.
There were trees that were uprooted in the forest, like a kilometer away from here. It seems like I found the presence of sulfur, and I know the alchemists used it for some sort of combustion or something. So, was there any, I don't know, battle or something? I have no idea. Were there any alchemist tracks or something that maybe exploded with the incident or something?
Camp foreman says, no, we are keeping to the perimeter. We're not letting anyone else outside of it, with the exception of you guys when you scouted ahead.
And there was no house or anything back there?
No. He looks at his map and he says, this is supposed to be just the main road, main dirt road to get to the city of Fanelia. There isn't supposed to be any civilians or any farms, cabins, nothing.
May I ask him a question?
Yep.
Are there any off trails leading anywhere else?
He would assume, yeah.
Roads?
There could definitely be some,
On the
like...
map, I mean.
Yeah, there could definitely be some off-map trails, for sure. But...
No, are there any, like, trails on the map springing off of the main trail?
Oh, not on the map, but he's sure that there are people that have gone off trail. It's just not noted on the map.
Would advise that we take a very careful, we pay attention to where we walk, because I don't know if they're, in case of potential attack, and it's a possibility because we detected this, it might be some fire weapons that are used on us, so take that in mind and make sure that water is separated properly in the convoy so we can react to that faster. Other than that, I don't know what we can do. Probably send the scouts ahead if we go in that direction.
Yeah, he'll agree to that for sure. So he'll make sure his men keep an eye on things, and if there's any sort of like fire attack, they'll have stuff ready for that.
All right, I'll just.
I would like to recommend. I'd like to recommend to put on an extra watch.
Yeah, he doesn't disagree. He'll double the watch.
Okay, when we go on our way back, I'll probably ask Kari to help me, like, haul a big barrel of water closer to our part of camp.
Are there any barrels, or like wood barrels of water anywhere around the camp?
Oh yeah, like for cleaning for the horses. Yeah, they would definitely have that.
Could I grab one of those?
Sure.
Yeah, I would like to take one of those when meet with Al back at our original position.
Okay. Yeah, that works. All right. So
My
you guys,
character sheet's being funky.
your
Sorry.
character sheet's being funky.
Yep.
What's going on?
I don't know.
It's just being a sassy lassie. Hmm.
I would like to talk to Al. While
Okay.
we are on watch.
You may.
So, as I'm new to the party, where do you originate from?
I come from, well, it's a place in Rodopia. It was kind of devastated during the wars, so yes, it's a small village.
Is it
You?
still around?
I wasn't there in a while, but I assume there's nothing left. The abyss was there, and I'm afraid to ask. I feel I'll only get horrible news. Yeah, where do you come from? You're quite
I
tall.
originate. Yes, I am quite tall.
You're probably curious. Sorry,
At least you're not talking about my weight.
that's fair.
As far back as I can remember, I originate from the House of Blackthorn. Since I was a child,
I think I heard
I
about
do not
that
remember
one.
much before that.
What part of the world is that?
House Blackthorn. You wouldn't really know your character.
Probably, certainly not. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really familiar with that area at all.
Yeah. So ask him
And-
that.
To be honest, it's been so long, I genuinely do not remember. Sure, if I returned, I'd remember my way around, but
Sometimes it's kind of difficult to go home, for whatever reason. But yeah, hopefully one day I'll go back there and see if there's anybody left. If they ever, recognize me. It's been a while.
I do not plan to return home anytime soon.
Well, that makes your life easier, at least a little bit.
Yes, it does.
Don't worry. It's good here so far. I mean,
While me and
for
him
long.
talk, is there anything happening around us?
No, people are going about their business, but the foreman is organizing more patrols just in case.
I'd like to look Al up and down. Are you a wizard?
Don't
You're a
look like
wizard,
one.
Harry.
I am. You're a wizard? I'm a wall.
Scar on his forehead. Oh no.
It's an upside down cross.
Oh no. Kill him, heretic.
I'd freeze and stare at the cross. Oh no.
Awkward.
I can't kill you. I apologize. I cannot see greatly out of the helmet at night.
So, well, at least it breaks your head, I get shot, I'm dead.
That's the
I
spirit.
Yes,
get
I'm-
shot. Just pisses me off.
Yeah. But yes, I am a wizard. Not too much skilled, so yeah. Went after this journey, hopefully I'll learn stuff. So,
Can you make
Well,
gold into dirt?
not now, but I heard there are magics to do that. The strong
Sounds
one.
like a very good wizard.
Yeah, I agree. I wish I was a monk, but such is life.
You will become a great one.
Yeah, I believe so. And you are... I'm not sure if I know.
I am a cleric.
Oh, really? What church?
I hold myself to a vow of judicialness. I don't belong to a specific church.
Yeah, that's noble. From what I know about gods, they can have a funny behavior, but justice is always justice, right?
So, as you guys make your way back to camp, we'll say that the patrols have been doubled, and it is now your end of your shift. So you guys can head to bed, and we'll have the other 3 do their patrol.
Yeah, I'll just give them a small talk about what we found out, so
Oh, yeah.
they know where the water is.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to tell whoever is next on patrol to keep water close.
Yeah.
Even if you already said it.
I will probably tell them twice or thrice so they remember.
Remember, the water is key.
Now,
The water.
because I don't know how in depth you want to go. How hard is it for them to hear me under the helmet?
Oh, not hard.
Okay.
You do not require a perception check to understand what you're saying.
You sound like Mugbane.
By the way, don't forget about the water.
I think the water is your ally.
I was born in it, molded by it.
That's why I smell like mildew.
For the story, I would like to sound like that from now on.
Cool.
Thank you.
So Trixie is already awake.
Doesn't sleep
She's
much.
Actually, well, yeah, she's actually over at the ration cart, I guess you could call it, or whatever, ration wagon. She's upended. She's upended face first in one of the barrels, trying to spelunking for sausage.
As you do.
As she does. She's hungry. All you see is a couple of legs and a tail in a barrel. Upended.
And what is your character up to, Dee Dee?
If she gets approached, she will just kind of look up from probably a bit of text that she was looking over and go, what was your question?
Something about water.
Yerwa.
Yeah, what?
Wa.
What?
Yerwa.
Wow!
Are you needing water?
Wait, I got water. It's around here somewhere.
Why? Why what? Why what?
Wine, not why, wine.
Wine. Oh, wine.
Yes,
Got that too. It's over here somewhere.
Every
I
time,
needed to sleep.
every time you come into my group chats, buddy, we're just going to include you into the game.
Yes,
Is that what?
that's what he prefers.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Is mandated to do so.
Guess Serafina has a cat now.
There you go.
Congratulations. The cat selection committee has chosen you. Your character. God.
Cat
Please
distribution system.
Does the cat also get a combat roll?
No.
The cat always gets a combat roll.
I like that.
Yeah, he can help you flank, and that's it.
It's that whole shape-shifting druid thing.
There we go.
Doesn't speak common. Is always in wild shape.
Never contributes, but is always there giving you moral support.
Yep. Moral support.
Oh, hello, Dee Dee. Oh, that is a cat.
The night in bed.
Who you go, taxi?
Bonjour, sir. I don't think the cat likes French. Oh, hello. All right.
Ah,
Your camera stopped working.
the camera's black.
Dee Dee, I think your camera broke.
Cat
Oh,
had
it
one
didn't
of
break.
God, he was gonna do it.
Cat does,
I would
cat
like to
wins.
note in the background of the camp, my character is not sleeping. I am merely
Dozing.
sitting there. No, I'm not. I'm just sitting there staring.
Ah,
Can't tell what I'm doing under the armor. I'm just purely sitting there.
Trixie comes back with a mug of water and a half-eaten sausage sticking out of her mouth. Going, okay, I'm better.
As Trixie walks past me, all she hears is mumbling. Crazed mumbling.
Braised mumbling.
Crazed. Crazy.
crazy mumbling.
Yes.
Good.
20% off 3-pack of sausages. I think they had a sale on White Claw at Costco yesterday.
We just looked over. What is a White Claw? I don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna say that the patrol that Trixie and Dee Dee's character and I don't have all the names in front of me. I really should do that. Boop-a-doo. Yeah, Trixie and not Seraphina. What's around here somewhere? The other 3 people.
Seraphina.
Yeah. Oh, it is Seraphina. And Naminia and Trixie. So, actually, that's all the ladies. Look at that.
If you look at the bottom left,
All the single
the
ladies.
names, yeah,
We don't know that.
the names are at the are on the players.
Oh, that helps me so much.
They should be if you have a character name.
I should do that.
That's the login ones. Yeah. I gave myself the pronouns Lord, Lordship. So be sure to attend me as such. Anywho, we're going to say that the second patrol is more or less uneventful. It seems like whatever has come has now gone, and you guys head to bed and make it to the next morning, where you guys are only about 2 hours away from Fanelia. So I will load that map up now. So Fanelia is a split into 2 basically sub-cities. You have Alicia, where you will be entering in here.
Smexy, sorry.
Hmm?
Does anybody else see anything?
Nope, we got nothing but black.
Nothing but black. Did I? I
Back to
moved
black.
you here.
Actual blind guy.
Preload.
We now have the We now have the cat as the map now.
Yes, the cat hath moveth. Can I roll for investigation or perception to make it easier to see?
Probably not gonna help. That's weird. Like, I moved you over to here. It's configured and it's preloaded. And yet you see nothing. Hold on. Let me try this again. I'll activate this. And then I will go to this. And then I will toggle navigation. And then activate. Did that do anything?
It just says that there is no token for this scene, so that it's not visible to us.
No token for the scene, so it's not visible for you.
Yeah, I mean, I have a token on scene.
Show in navigation, all players. Save. Did that do anything?
It's not loading, but that was it. Nothing else just changed.
Yeah, because show in navigation for all players. Scene name. Background is this. I can see it, but you can't. It's in the system. What the dingle doodle's going on here? I can't understand why you guys won't be able to see this. Can you see this one?
There's still no token that gives visibility, so no.
Yep.
Yeah, no token in the scene, which gives us no visibility.
Oh, okay. I bet you I know what's going on then. Alright, so we'll activate this one, configure this one. Show navigation's fine, the basics is good. Ah. Don't need that. Save.
There we go.
There. Okay, I figured out what the problem was.
Hey.
Cool. Anyway.
Gremlins?
Yeah. Definitely gremlins. Anyway, so there's 2 parts of the city, split by a large stone bridge. And you guys are entering on the side of Elysia. So Elysia is the more densely populated city. This one has a outer and inner court. The outer court, if you look at the little table of contents here, has the following. So right in the center is the Sunsworn Spire. That is the essentially where the nobles live, as well as any high officiating mages. Then section 9 is St. Callum's, which is a religious site, a chapel. And then 7 is the market district. That's where they take all the food from Erebos and ship it down to the market for sale. You have the Port Haven, which is where all the main trade happens when it comes to anyone coming down the river. And you also have a beacon next to that to avoid people from running aground, because you got to have a lighthouse. Number 11 is the farmlands. That's basically where you guys have traveled through to get to the center of the Elysia. Your job is essentially to drop off supplies at the marketplace, so the food. And then you're going to make your way across the bridge to 3, which is Castle Erebos. That is where the garrison is for a majority of the city's guard and militia. You will be meeting Commander Balgus there. He is the one who is in charge of the city's defenses, and he's the one that's going to be giving you your next assignment, because this isn't the only job that they've hired you for. They want to pay the mercenaries to do other work as well. So essentially that's where you guys are headed after you drop off the supplies for the food. There will be time to explore the points of interest later, but just for now, you guys have been ordered to meet with Commander Balgus at the castle first. So when you guys make your way across the bridge, you'll notice that there is a very large cathedral building. That is the Citadel of the Sacred Flame. Those of you who are familiar with the area would know that the Sacred Flame is a citadel for the god Felvin. He is the god who has in charge of the domains War, Fire, and Forge. So basically, he's the war god and he makes weapons. Really nice weapons. This entire area is covered in just solid iron and stone. The craftsmanship as you cross the bridge is very well done. This bridge and this citadel clearly have been here for over 100 years. You can tell just by the way it looks. It is worn down from the water splashing up on it. It has been eroded and has been rusted.
Probably rusty.
Very rusty, yes. Well, the stone is eroded and the metal is rusty. But this is definitely something that's been around for a very long time. As you make your way across the bridge into Erebos, you guys enter into Castle Erebos. So I'll show you what that is here.
You'll have to do the same thing for this one.
Yeah, I figured as much. At least I figured out what the problem is. There. Okay. So Castle Erebos is surrounded by a very large and deep moat, but majority of this is the garrison for the entire military group in Fanelia. So the outer courts are for the militia. The inner courts are for the regular army. When you guys are escorted into the courtyard, this is where they do their sparring and their training. You are greeted by Lieutenant Lin Kai. She is essentially we'll say, in command of the militia, essentially. She's not in command of the military, that's Commander Balgus, but she's put in charge of training the militia in the city herself. She is about 5'7". She wears very well put together gleaming plate armor, and her the chest of her armor is emblazoned with a what looks to be like a green dragon. But this is more of a oriental dragon than it is a your regular dragon.
I thought they were Welsh. Okay.
Yeah, not quite.
No, it's a red dragon for the Welsh.
Oh, it is. It is. Yeah. The rest of them, like, green.
Yeah. Lieutenant.
Trixie resists attaching herself to said armor.
Fair enough. She introduces herself as Lieutenant Kai. She is in charge of the militia here, and she has been given the opportunity to kind of like take you on a quick tour of the facilities where you will be staying and introduce you to the commander. So, as you guys make your way through the courtyard, you'll see various individuals sparring, all in different sets of uniform and garb. Some look to be very old and worn. Others look to be freshly pressed. It seems like the militia is a very ragtag group of individuals who have a wide variety of skills that they offer. You can see some people sparring with swords, some with spears. A handful of gentlemen are having a friendly competition of archery off to the side. And as you guys cross the courtyard, you see what looks to be a returning patrol of maybe about 12 to 20 men, all standing in step. And they cross right as you are coming in through the courtyard. And as they cross off to the side of you, you notice that none of them are saluting the lieutenant. And it just so happens one of the men in the rear guard spits next to her foot as she walks by. It doesn't seem like she's really noticed or even cares about the attitude of that particular individual. But you kind of
just sorry.
Yeah.
She will extend her. Will just stretch out her staff for a second trip the last guy.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you just like nonchalantly oops, and the guy stumbles a little bit, but he rights himself, turns and glares down at you, but keeps walking.
Green dragon armor. Don't mess with it.
Yes.
I would like to kind of watch them pass, but give that like angry stare at the one guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Seraphina just kind of tilts her head up and then like looks down at them like with like disgust.
Mm-hmm.
She has perfected that look.
Yeah.
Jeez, no respect. What is this thing? What is this stuff these days? Me.
Can I use any form of intimidation on him? Not in a combat way, but just to like stare at him.
Sure, roll for intimidation, see what you get.
I realized I named her Seraphina again. I like that name apparently.
You give your deepest, darkest, intimidating stare, but it's a little difficult for them to see through the slit of your armor what you're doing, so he doesn't even notice. The lieutenant will remark that a lot of these men in the militia are undisciplined and aren't used to being under the command of someone who's Khangai. So she's had to deal with this since she's been stationed here.
What it sounds like is that their pride is going to get them in trouble.
Uh-huh.
We don't really have the time to reprimand such minor inconveniences when we have better things to be doing with our time as well as more urgent matters. I leave the disciplining up to the commander.
I like her. She's
Yes.
fun.
There should be swift to that one.
Trust me, were if they under all my command, they would be whipped into submission. But that is not my place.
Some of them probably would want that.
That's why I have
shivering
my
sound.
bonk stick.
Yes.
All you tall people need to learn respect.
Horty jail! Bonk!
Pretty well.
It's a -2 to their stats.
Anyways, Trixie looks very proud of herself because she's protecting anything dealing with green dragon or shiny things is worth protecting.
There you go.
She's done her part.
I would like to ask the lieutenant a question.
Yes.
What was your prior service?
Well, before I was stationed here, I was stationed in Nyquil, and I was the quartermaster.
Do you enjoy this over that?
It has its challenges, but it's not that much more difficult than what I was doing before. Plus, it's a lot nicer to be working in the field than it is counting boxes and crates.
And since when did this disrespect start? Was it always like this, or the recent events changed this?
It was tolerated at the beginning, but now that war is looming ever closer, it is not making my job any easier.
I see.
Were they shiny crates?
No, they were wood.
Oh. Do they have shinies in them?
Well, if you consider foodstuff shiny, then I suppose.
Okay, food stuff is good.
I'd like to look down at Trixie and just shake my head disappointedly.
She has too
Like,
many
I kinda have to look
focuses.
down on
Shiny things
everyone.
and food.
I just realized I kind of look down on everyone.
Yeah, you're a tall guy.
I don't have a choice.
No, unless I like kneel or something.
Just like I look up to everybody for some strange reason.
Metaphorically or literally?
Literally. And possibly metaphorically. Alright, so yeah.
I would like to, at least in the world, character-wise, usher the conversation forward to our objective.
Of course. So yeah, you guys make your way out of the courtyard to the inner courtyard, and she takes you up a spiral stone staircase to where the commander is. She asks you to wait at the hallway while she checks to make sure they're not too busy. From what you guys hear, there's more than one person in the room, and they seem to be arguing over tactics and acquisition of goods and services and the men that they've just had show up. Essentially, a gruffer voice is saying that they need to reinforce the wall to the south side of the city because it's in complete disrepair. And the second gentleman, who sounds maybe a bit younger, is insisting that it's perhaps better to move any non-essential personnel out of the city and across the bridge to Elias. So they're kind of arguing what needs to be done first at this point. You see the lieutenant go inside the building, or go inside the room, close it behind her, and you hear like muffled greetings, and then she opens the door slightly ajar and ushers you down the hall into the room. So when you guys get into the room, you see that there is a large oval-shaped table which looks to be a map of the two cities, and essentially various colored wooden blocks representing specific things, possibly men, supplies, supply lines, and all those other things. When you're greeted by a gentleman who has a scar across the left side of his face that has cut straight down his left eye, which is sealed. And he has a very gruff-looking stature. His hair is disheveled and dark black hair with strands of gray. The other gentleman is dressed in a full leather attire, all black, and he has shoulder-length black hair. He looks probably maybe in about his mid-30s, could be even older, and on his side is a long, what looks to be obsidian longsword. So the gentleman with the scar on his eye introduces himself as as Commander Balgus of the Valdorian Guardsmen, retired. Well, he kind of scoffs at that. He's like, well, not retired anymore, but was. And then he kind of does a small gesture towards the man beside him, and says, "This is Artemis Black. He is from. Hold on, I gotta check his house here. He is a paladin of Electrolyte, and he is from which house? He's from House Silverblade. Not quite."
Good night.
Tell him
Great.
the Gatorade.
I am Seraphina of House Blackthorn.
Okay. He greets you as well, and the commander asks you to have a quick seat, and asks if any of you would like to have a drink of water, wine. We have a variety of ales as well, if that's what you prefer.
I would like an ale.
Okay.
Same.
I am Karth Valen. I do not belong to a house.
So Artemis will speak up a little bit and look at your garb and says, I noticed that you're wearing religious robes. Are you part of any particular sect that I'm not aware of?
No longer. No longer. I hold to my oath, but no longer.
And who is your oath to? Basically, he's asking justice. Okay. So he'll kind of smirk at that as like, all right, I think I might like you. So yeah, the commander will dismiss the lieutenant and ask her to have one of the attendants send up some alcohol, various drinks. So as he does that, the lieutenant leaves and has you all sit down around the table, and he has advised that this is not the only assignment that they've requested you do. This is actually something that he has personally requested a group of mercenaries to assist with because he's short on manpower. It's another one of those boring escort missions, but it won't take nearly as long. He is taking some of the foodstuffs that you have delivered and a relief force to the nearby fort. What was it called? Oh, I can't believe I even have that written down. But yeah, there's a fort closer to the border, the Khangai border, where they use a sort of like an outpost early warning system in case they were to be attacked by the Khangai, or if they're deciding to attack. That fort is used to sort of like warn the city. So those men have been there for probably about a week now, 4 or 5 days. So he's taking a relief force up there with some food stuffs, and because he's short on men, he just wouldn't mind you escorting it up there. He's going to pay you each 10 gold pieces just to do that.
Okay, Smax, when he's talking about the escort mission, does he like show us the map of where we're supposed to go?
Yeah.
Or just,
So I will actually...
take a note and like try to redraw it real quick.
Yeah, I will take you to the world map instead. Or can
Are we
I?
able to
Trixie will jump up on the table,
haggle
but
over
be careful
our
not to
price?
not to move things.
You can certainly try to haggle the price.
I'd like to look at Trixie. Make us more money.
Okay. I think you can do a little better. How much food are we transporting?
At least a week's worth. And
That's
a relief
lot of-
force of like 12 men.
That's a lot of food. We might
Mhm.
need a little extra just in case. I might be hungry.
You're more than happy to help yourself to the ration station when you exit the building, but I will not be sparing any more food. Most of that is being stored in the granary for the civilian population.
What about Chinese? We can do Chinese. We're very skilled.
He has no idea what you mean by Chinese.
Shinies.
She ruffles into one of her backpack for a second and pulls out a coin. Chinese.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get a wonton.
You
Walk.
Yeah, a wok.
Walk.
Mm-hmm. He says that 10 gold pieces is more than sufficient.
I tried. She tries one last thing. Please, that does cute puppy dog eyes.
Your charms will not work on me, young lady, but nice try.
a history check for the city,
Okay.
like, or specifically on their financials.
So the city is more or less well off. However, you being in the kingdom long enough, you will definitely have heard of doctrines and rules that have been passed by the king recently that have forcefully encouraged rationing of every kind. Food, clothing, fabrics, reusing fabrics.
What purpose is the rationing?
Well,
I also try to like copy the maps.
war is looming, so it sounds to me like the king is trying to get ahead of it in case something were to happen and they have to start rationing. If they ration sooner, their stores will last longer.
Oh, that's smart.
At the rate that it will continue, there would be riots forming, I fear.
Well, if you got a starving population, it's better than a dying and starving population.
Sometimes life is like that. Yes, Max, I'll try to copy maps.
Okay.
You know,
I'll
just to know that we don't get lost.
I'll give you a better idea on where you guys are here. So you're in Valdoria. You are in Fanelia.
Yeah, but
And Fort Brannock is where you guys will be headed. It's if you were to walk it, it's 3 kilometers away roughly, so 45-minute walk. You will be taking a carriage with supplies and men, so it won't take maybe that long. There
We
and
would
back.
have protection, and we would also be having to pay the escort as well. So it makes sense. 10 gold is not much, but it is a fair deal.
I would like to ask. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
As fair as a deal as we can do when, like they said, are rationing.
I would tend to agree.
I would like to ask if they have any other form of payment outside of monetary value.
They could lend you weapons if yours are not sufficient for the journey. And If you would rather have double rations over payment, they would be willing to do that.
Trixie has to think long and hard about that.
Way of knowledge.
Sorry, what was that, Karth?
Do they have anything in the way of knowledge? Scrolls, anything?
They have a lot of those, and considering you being a cleric of some repute, I don't foresee it being an issue if they allowed you into maybe a librarian.
I want that to be my payment.
Okay. Let me take us back
Also,
to
me too.
Fanelia.
I want books.
So, if we're talking library, you can go the religious route and go to the sacred Citadel of the Sacred Flame or St. Callum's.
Yes.
If you're looking for just general information, the market would have people who sell books and scrolls.
As a religious standing judicial cleric, I would like to request access into the librarium of the Citadel of Sacred Flame.
I
Okay.
would prefer it too. But after we're done with the mission.
Yeah, so the commander will say that you guys will be given some downtime before you guys have to head out for the escort. He'll give you about 4 hours. That should be plenty of time for you guys to get situated in the barracks, drop off your packs and all that, and wander the city for a little bit, explore a little. And then he will send for the lieutenant once it's close to the escort. She'll gather you guys back up again.
They agree to our request to be allowed into the Citadel's librarium.
So the commander will say that's completely up to the priests in the church. I'm not entirely sure what their hours of operation are, but you can certainly check to see if they'd be willing to give you a tour.
Closed on Wednesdays. Luckily, it's Thursday.
It's hump day.
Oh, great. Could I do a history check?
Sure. What specifically?
Specific to the commander himself.
Okay.
Just where does he stand, alignment-wise?
Would depend if your character would have heard anything about him. I would say your general knowledge of him is he is a retired general from Valdoria. When he retired, he joined the Valdorian Guardsmen. That is the group of individuals that help others, sort of like they're the Salvation Army of my homebrew world. They take care of the poor, and they bring justice to evil, and they also assist in many different utilitarian ways for villagers, like provide food, clothing, assist in rebuilding burnt down villages, train villages as a militia to defend themselves against small threats like goblin raids, stuff like that. That's essentially what they do. They're a bunch of retired adventurers and ex-military folk. And this guy is in charge of Fanelia's chapter here. So there is a Valdorian Guardsman chapter that is located in Elysia, and he's the one in charge of it. And because they're so low on militarily experienced individuals, especially ones in such high rank, they have basically forced him out of retirement to command the city's defenses.
Goes over to Alwyn. No, you are not getting any of my people.
By the way, is there an how do you call it? EAO outpost here?
You might have to spell that for me.
IAU.
Oh! Okay. I was thinking something
Yeah.
completely different. You don't know.
Okay.
The IAU is kind of secretive when it comes to outposts and offices.
Yeah,
Alright, sounds good. At least
Okay.
to me.
So I'll start from the top. Does Trixie feel like visiting anywhere
the market, and possibly if there's any real easy marks there, she'll probably try and pick up a coin or two, or see if somebody's dropped a coin or two. She'll be snuffling all over the market for the most part, just getting her nose into places she probably shouldn't be.
Okay, so market for Trixie. All right, and then Serafina, where would you like to go? Leave it to the fates.
Probably try to find where the high-end, well, coffee houses and stuff are.
Okay, so I'd say market for you as well. Okay. Al, you wanted to go to get books.
Well, three options. So first I'll probably ask Maya where she's going.
Okay.
She's going?
Maya, who has just been sitting here sipping the wine while everybody else is doing whatever the fuck they're doing, has decided to probably check around for any magic item stores.
Okay, so it seems like a majority you guys want to go to the market for first.
But
I'll
if
probably go
Al
to
is
church,
wanting
yeah.
to go to there, then she is happy to follow.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can make your way to the market, and then on the way there, you go to the Citadel and see if they're open.
Yeah.
So we'll start there.
Good. Yep.
All right, so first stop, you guys head to the Citadel. So I'm going to have to activate this a different way.
Where am I going?
Good question.
You said you wanted to go to the Citadel.
Oh, yes, I also had a question, though.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Are there courthouses or monasteries in this city, or is the Citadel as close as we can get to a monastery?
The Citadel and St. Callum's are both religious sites.
And any courthouses or anything?
The courthouses would be in the center of the city, at least across the bridge.
Are those accessible to us currently, or no?
Don't know if court is in session. If it was, it is open to the public. So that's something you'd have to look into.
How much?
Save.
We have 4 hours?
Yeah, so you have about 4 hours looking around.
How long does it take us to get from the market to the Citadel?
15-minute walk.
After the Citadel, could I go check out the court?
Sure, as long as you got time. Because Citadel first,
Yep.
market, and then after market, court. Okay, so you guys head to the Citadel, and as you can see, it looks to be open. You see several individuals dressed in blood red robes and wearing hoods over their heads, just kind of bent down and contemplative in prayer near the front steps of the Citadel. The front doors are wide open. When you enter the Citadel, Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Before we go in there, so yeah, Al will open like one of his books and say, yes, Temple of Felwyn. From what I know, one of the members of the Wind, Faust, was one of the well-known apprentices and worshippers of Felwyn, and apparently the Forge God was pretty kind to him, right? Like his father was in a good standing with him, and right, it's been a while. Haven't heard much about him, but so what I understand, they changed some of their ways of worship, so I'm kind of eager to see it. I haven't been there in a while. But yeah, he's like musing when he's going there.
And
Just silently listening to his ramblings, just going along with it.
Yeah.
I would like to remove my helmet and hold it to my side when we enter.
Okay.
Keep my hood raised.
Yep, that's fine. Is there anything in particular that you're looking to inquire about, or just trying to flag down the nearest priest? And okay, yeah.
I would like to find at least their version of a bishop, I guess.
Yeah. It isn't hard to find at least one priest that is at the foot of the altar. So when you enter into the building, at the very end of the pew, you'll see someone kneel down, lighting incense over what looks to be a funeral pyre, actually. And on top of this pyre is an individual who has been cloaked in a white sheet. And you see two other gentlemen, both bald, without hoods, who seem to be anointing this pyre with chalices of oil over the white sheet. Nope, not brutally scarred.
Doesn't look like it.
Using my cleric knowledge and my religious history's background, how well would you say that they are known, like their practices, to me at least?
To you in particular,
Background, character spent most of his entire life with religious practices.
I would say that you're able to at least glean that this is some sort of death ceremony for someone who is probably either a high-ranking priest or warrior, or even paladin for their order.
Okay. I would just just in general, like, how much do I know about their religion?
They're staunchly loyal, very fervent in their beliefs. They tend to lean on the more zealous side. And
what's their god called again?
Felvin. He's the god of war, fire, and forge.
Okay. I would like to approach one of the more idle priests.
Okay.
And attempt to start a conversation by doing a religious move, like a religious movement.
Okay.
Listen to the service.
Whatever their version of a cross over the chest would be.
Fair enough. Essentially,
okay.
I would like you to do a performance roll, please.
I can do that. Normal, advantage, or disadvantage?
Normal. You got a 9. Okay. So you kind of stumble with the symbolism of a greeting because you haven't really had a lot of time practicing how these people sort of behave amongst each other. So you try your best based off of the writings that you know of and kind of how a greeting goes. You stumble quite a bit through it, but it seems that the war cleric is a bit amused at your attempt, and he greets you back in a more proper form. And then he says, "How may I assist you today?" What's that?
I would like to memorize that.
Okay.
He did.
Sure. Yeah, you could do that. So you memorize the movement a bit better as he greets you back and says, "How may I assist you today, this day, brother?"
I would like to request access to your librarium of scripture and knowledge.
Are you a member of this church?
No, but it is my life's goal to learn as much as I can about different religions and their practices, history, and such.
So one of the cleric across from the one you're speaking to, younger, more brash individual, immediately interrupts the conversation and says, "We do not allow people from other churches to visit our more sacred tapestries. Who do you think you are?" And as that gentleman starts yapping his mouth off, the gentleman in the middle of you, the one that was lighting the incense, stops and tells Brother Varen to tend to the gardens outside. Brother Varen does argue a little bit, but it seems this priest is a bit more in charge and just gives him a stern look. And he's like, "As you wish." And he turns and scuffles off. The priest in the middle, who looks to be a little bit more well endowed when it comes to, we'll say, religious garb, because he's wearing chains around his neck, very heavy iron chains. The cleric that you started the conversation with, he isn't wearing any of that. You're not entirely sure why this gentleman is wearing something so heavy and uncomfortable. Presumably could be something he is required to do as part of his order. Don't know. But
I would assume it would be a valid penance.
yeah, there's a good chance. Like, you can insinuate based off of your experiences what it could symbolize. So, this gentleman, so you met the war cleric, as well as he is a more senior war cleric, and he will apologize for the impudence of his younger compatriot. He seems to be a bit heated when it comes to the protection of our order, but he will learn in time. He will say that before the war happened, the cataclysm, they were a lot more protective of their religion, and they have softened in their ways a little bit. You may run into a handful of individuals that still follow the older ways, and we're trying to sort of soften our image a little bit to make people understand that we are not a group of zealous warriors that will kill with impunity, without impunity. We're ones that will serve our holy God in the best capable manner we can. As for the religious text that you seek, that knowledge, he says that they're still apprehensive of allowing anyone into their inner sanctums because it is something that they've held dear for centuries now, and just at this moment they've decided to open those doors up slowly but surely to outside influence. However, if you wish to gain access to the inner sanctuaries, you do have to face some trials that they have set forth to deem you worthy of that privilege, because they're not just going to let anybody go in and start taking pictures of shit. Not that yeah. No Polaroids in the Sistine Chapel. But the inner sanctum is very sacred to them, and they would like to know that the individuals that they allow entry will respect that. And so far, you've made a decent impression of that, but they can't assume that everybody wearing armor such as yours is going to be respectful to their order. So, if you so choose, he says you can come back here in the morning and they can explain how the trials work. And if you're still interested, they can get you started. He can't say how long it's going to take for you to go through these trials, because they're pretty intricate. However, were you to pass them, it wouldn't just gain you access to Inner Sanctum, but it could start you on the path of clerichood in their order.
May I convene with my party to request permission to go about this path?
Of course, you may do so. And be sure to visit our gift shop as well. And he points to a small glass alcove where you see plushies of Felvin holding a hammer, and a couple of pamphlets of their order. What it's like being a Order of Fire paladin.
Is everybody here currently, or is it only me and...
I'm assuming everybody else is with you right now. I'm not sure what anybody else is doing. I'm sure Trixie is looking around to try and see what isn't bolted down.
May I huddle up with my party?
Okay.
What
Everyone.
is the answer, the issue, dear?
I would like to go about this path of gaining entrance and acceptance into this church.
I mean,
They say if I return in the morning and act on their trials, It will not only allow me access to their knowledge, but to beginning a path of clerichood as into their church of fire. I would like permission to go about this path as to further assist our party.
I see no reason for you not to go with it. If that's what your heart desires, follow through.
I would only give you a warning that sometimes we can talk about this later on. I would recommend that you follow your heart, but to always be careful.
Mercy. What
Yes.
say you?
Oh, you can do what the heck you want.
That seems to be unanimous. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
Reapproach the cleric.
Okay.
I will see you tomorrow morning.
Very well. I shall see you at first light.
I would like to try to redo the more memorized gesture. Would you like me to roll again?
Sure. I'll give you advantage on it this time.
Do you want me to roll for intelligence because I memorized it, or
Performance.
again? Okay.
But you'll get advantage on this. Well, you rolled an 8. You can roll again.
Tuxie.
God damn it.
You tried. You did. He's like,
I don't think the rolls are in my favor.
I'm sure we will get plenty of that practice in when you return.
Joy.
Good day to you all.
What time do I need to return here? Outside of this.
He said at first light, so probably 7.
Okay. Is
So
it?
get your ass up
No, wait.
early.
Are we in a harvest season or pre or post harvest?
I don't care.
Well, that designates the time. Wake up even earlier or even later.
We're gonna say it's March. How's that help? Does that help?
Post harvest. Okay. Cool. We have the extra hour.
There you go. Spring forward, fall back.
Okay. I would like to I actually want to approach Trixie real quick.
Okay. What has Trixie been up to, actually? I'm curious.
Oh,
Trixie.
she's been in the market, just kind of not picking up everything that's not nailed down. Mainly because it's a market. You're not taking stuff. People kind of look at you funny and probably try to kill you. Or something.
Someone is calling me. Sorry, 1 sec.
I would like to kneel down and look at Trixie.
Hello?
Hey. But I'm wearing my helmet.
Hello, Skipper.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I can buzz you in. Are you at the front door?
What do you have in the bag?
No, but it's not locking. I tried.
My stuff
Show me.
and,
Oh, okay.
and some other people's stuff.
Show me what you have.
Okay, good. Cool. Yep.
I show let's see, there is a small wooden toy, a small wooden dragon toy.
Get it from a child.
No,
Where'd you get it?
there's a toy seller over there. He's fine.
Trixie, you cannot be taking things from these people without paying for it. It is unlawful and undeserving to them.
It stopped her from going into my items.
At least then we could get it back to you directly at a later point. If we leave, they lose their items.
Hey.
People here work
Hey.
hard on what they make.
Hey, every shiny out there is mine anyway.
That is not how that works, Trixie. You need to follow the law. The law states you cannot take such things without payment.
Tell that to the dragons.
Look,
They just
Trixie.
take what they want.
Look.
And I'm a dragon,
Give.
so I can take what I
What
want.
else do you have? What else do you have?
Let's see. I have this shiny necklace, which is it's a fake gaudy thing. It's not actually
Okay,
a
look,
real
Trixie.
anyway.
Trixie.
And I got
Return the toy and you can keep the necklace. Deal?
fine.
Thank you. I wish not to give judicial punishment to you. Not worth it.
Judicial punishment?
You are breaking the law. Instead of punishing you as such, I am merely bending the rules. Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Dragons own everything. That's
They
just the
kill
dragon
people
thing.
and take it. Are you planning to murder people in order to get what you want?
Eventually.
That
I
is.
can't right now. I can't right now. I'm itty bitty.
And concerning.
I'm itty bitty. I can't do anything now.
That is still concerning. Look,
when I get bigger, then they become lunch.
Trixie, I will make you a deal, okay? Give that toy to a child of your choosing who you think needs it, and keep whatever else you want. If you're going to take stuff, at least even it out by doing one small gesture of kindness. If you take a toy and a necklace, give a kid a toy and keep the necklace. I don't care who or what, just do something nice if you're gonna do such evils.
I can do that.
Thank you. I think that cat needs a toy.
I give the cat a toy. I give the cat the toy.
Any interaction with that cat would require a roll.
Yes.
That
Cats
would require a roll of persuasion.
Cats don't have a persuasion skill because it isn't on their skill level. It is beyond their power.
No,
Look,
it's
Trixie,
always their power. Have
Yeah.
you ever seen a cat?
Cats don't need to do a roll for persuasion. It's just not in. Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah, you guys are very weak.
Mm-hmm.
Trixie, look, give that toy to that child over there. I'd point to the child.
The one that keeps meowing.
Yes. Give it to that
the child that keeps meowing. Yeah, so she'll walk
Clearly he
over
is
and
special.
Give the toy.
Give it to that special child of need.
Oh, spring grains. Yay, nice.
Yeah, give it to the child. Here you go. I don't really need it anyways, but here, you can have it. It'll be fun.
Smixie, what does that child do with the toy?
It bites on its head and the toy squeaks.
Yes, good. Now, Trixie, that necklace, may I see it?
Fine. Here, she only took it because it was shiny. It's not actually worth anything.
Trixie, you know this necklace is worth literal crap, right?
But shiny.
If you're going, okay, future reference. If I'm going to stop you from breaking the law, at least make it worth something more than whatever this is, because this is a poor man's toy.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
So, Sarah is going to cast, Prestidigitation to create a small, shiny, platinum gold bracelet.
Oh boy. My head into my hand.
Doesn't that dissipate after a certain time?
Yes, it dissipates after an hour. That's going to be the joke.
Ah.
She doesn't. She
I
kind
like
of
Fina.
She kind of looks and goes, you know, that's really pretty, but you know, I can do that too.
Yeah, I was
Then
about to
why
say
not make
preferably.
it? Because why don't you do that? Because if you did it, you could have any shinies you could think of.
I think it's for the. I think she likes to play with the game more than she actually likes the rewards.
And you can't. If it doesn't last long, you can't sleep on it.
Well, you can sleep on it, and then you cast it again, and then you wake up on it.
Look, Trixie, see that man over there? That
That's not how a horde works.
Pardon my goblin, but that douchebag-looking merchant over there. Yes. Yeah, go steal from him, not these poor people. Steal from the people like him. He has more money.
You do that.
I feel like I should not be enticing this, but I'd rather you steal from people who can lose it and not care than steal from a random family who does need it.
So Trixie will walk up to the merchant's stall. She's short enough that, well, she probably won't be seen. But you can stealth roll for it if you like.
How tall is the stall?
Oh, the doll?
She's 2'7".
Oh, Pixie, I have an idea.
Give me. I think. Becky's still on.
Okay,
call.
well,
I'm here.
while he's
Here?
okay.
Okay.
While Pixie's doing her thing, I would like to approach the merchant and use my armor and my size to distract him.
In what way exactly?
While I talk to him.
So I'm trying to see if I can get something off of his market stall.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And I have a distraction.
So tell me what
Not
you're.
distracting, I'm merely talking to him, and then that forces him to look up.
Because I'm short.
I'm not.
Roll for deception.
Me or him?
You.
No.
Okay. I'm not really deceptioning him, I'm talking to him.
It's not actually distracting in the way of I'm distracting you. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna talk to
I'm
you.
talking to you. I'm asking him questions, I'm not actually trying to distract him.
Okay.
So do you still want me to roll?
Roll for performance then.
Fine.
Friends, I know that this might find that this is interesting, but I think we may have to, how do you say it, do this sometime
Move
later.
on.
We need to help people. After that, we do something like this.
This'll be
I
quick.
rolled a 15.
Okay.
This'll be quick. We're gonna end this little bit pretty quick here.
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
Sorry about this. Things are gonna get really weird. Mainly because I do eventually have to go to work. I can at least be in voice call and roleplay. I just won't be able to roll dice.
That's
will be
okay.
up
We're
to-
we're only gonna go for another 45 minutes anyway. We'll probably have to end up cutting this short, which is fine. Because I wanted people to get in some role play anyway, so I'm not really bothered with that.
I think
But-
at the end of this, my character's gonna disappear for a while. Actually, hold on. When's our next session?
2 weeks.
The 4th, I believe.
Okay, yeah, I won't be here. I leave on Sunday. Next Sunday.
The 24th?
No, not this Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yes.
So not the 22nd. It'd be 29th.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay.
he was distracted.
I shall use Mage Hand just in case I can't reach. And try to pluck something that's outside of his line of vision.
Okay. I'll say that you see... he is a jeweler. So you see a couple pendants. A blue sapphire one with a silver inlay. You see what looks to be a ruby ring with a brass... sort of like a brass ring around it. And you will also see what looks to be some sort of oil lamp. Also brass. So what do you think?
The lamp sounds. It's like always look for the dull things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But she likes shiny things, so she's gonna go after the sapphire pendant.
Okay.
She's not smart enough to go for diamonds in the rough and other weird things from various things.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, you grab the sapphire pendant, so you can put that in your inventory.
Yay! Okay.
I would like to look at Trixie and go, what do I get out of this?
I'll get you something nice.
Probably. I was going to say probably not having to use a bit of your inventory for the day.
I want a book.
True. I'll try to find a book.
Yes.
I don't know if it'll be a good book, but I can try and find a book. Or not, if not,
Jason?
I'll write you one.
Okay, I would take a Trixie autograph.
Oh no.
Smixy.
I don't think Trixie's an established author yet.
Yet.
She can write, so
She
she'd
can
just
start.
write out.
Mm-hmm.
She'd write out a book. It'd take her a while, but she'd eventually write out a book, and it'd be full of shiny things.
We're gonna be at
And
the end of a campaign, and I'm gonna get a book called "The Shinies of Trixie."
Yeah.
Smixy, are we gonna have time for the Citadel trials in this one, or am I gonna have to do that when I come back?
We can hold off on you doing that when you come back.
Okay. I fear I'm gonna just be able to do it because by the time I come back, this campaign's gonna be pretty done through.
We'll see. Like I said, I'm doing it in acts, so we're going to go through the first act at least.
Would I be able to stop at, like, or at least find where, like, the, for lack of better terms, like, nobility are?
Yeah, so if I go to the Fanelia map, that is in Sunspire, which is the center of Elysia. You guys are in the Market District, which is a hop and a skip away from there. So.
Perfect. Probably actually before they, like, once she arrived in the city, I imagined her putting on her fine clothes.
Okay.
For, like, noble outings and such. And she would head over there.
Okay.
I would like to go with her, but I don't really have noble-looking clothes. I just, have the classic clerical, gold, like black robes, gold lines, so it looks nice enough.
Trixie, if you're wondering, yes, her stuff is shiny.
oh yeah,
Sadly, mine is too.
she's just kind of looking and going, ooh.
Trixie, you small one. Whatever you do, never touch my helmet. That is all I ask of you.
Oh, I can do that.
Thank you.
I don't think anything I own will fit you, my dear.
If you put on my helmet, it won't fit. It's gonna smell like garlic.
I just put it all in a pile and I can sleep on it and I'll be nice and comfy.
Trust me, you won't want to sleep on this.
Is there,
She just
before we move on from the market, was there anyone else that wanted to do something in the market?
I would like to buy something, or at least look at stuff to buy.
Okay. What particular category are you looking to purchase? Potions, weapons, armor?
Armor? One problem, though. Oh, hold on.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
While we were at the church, could I have
I'm
figured
bad.
out who was
Apologies,
being,
phone
honored?
Yeah, let's actually take a step back because you didn't get a chance to really do much in the church. So,
Could I ask you a quick question, though? It won't require an action.
okay.
So, I remember previously when we were building characters, you had us roll for money. None of that transferred.
Oh.
I didn't roll for money.
My gold and silver is currently sitting at 0, and I remember you had me roll to figure out how much money I started out with.
Was it your other character?
Type it in.
Both. Neither of them have any. And I already looked at my other card. Neither of them have money.
Okay, well, that's an easy fix. One sec.
What do you roll for money?
You just roll a d20 and then multiply by 10.
There's a different formula, but
Yeah, I go by...
Multiply by 10.
So if you're a cleric, it's 5d4 times 10.
Where do I find that? D4.
What's for wizard?
So you can just type in roll /roll 5d4.
Yeah.
In the chat.
Wizards, it's 4d4 times 10. Okay, so you get
1, 2, 3, 4.
60.
1, 2, 1, 1.
60.
That's
Ouch.
60. I'm a poor man.
I'm broke as shit.
Yep.
And then you can just go into your inventory on your sheet and you can just literally just type it in. Just click on the gold and type it in.
Yeah, I did.
So going back to Cody's character, if you had asked the war cleric who it was a blind tiefling who had served the Order of Felvin for hundreds of years. Unfortunately, he has since passed. But he was someone that they had looked up to quite a bit. He had died in the war 5 years prior. And it took a long time to get the remains returned to his original citadel. So they had preserved his body to be ceremonially burned at that time.
This is the citadel for it.
Yes.
What was his name?
His name was Valeris.
Joseph.
Got a lot of words too.
If you want, you could roll for history, but I gotta tell you, you're probably gonna need a 20 to know this.
My brother in Christ, I have a -1. Let's fucking go.
Wow.
Is 24 enough?
Holy shit.
Is
That's-
9 enough?
That's what I get for my hubris. No. But 24 will do it. And it's ironic that your character was the one to do it, Al, because you're a nerd when it comes to wind. So you have like this whole otherworldly knowledge that a lot of people do not have.
Yep.
Valeris was the blind tiefling that met with Oust when they were in the dwarven kingdom of Kagrum, while it was being besieged by Dagon Vor. He was giving advice to Oust about what to do next regarding what was happening.
He'll fall to his knees. Like, may I take a relic of his body?
Desecrating the body is definitely something they will not allow.
And also,
some ashes?
no, you can't touch it. It's sacred. Do you not have this concept?
I understand. May I get a container for some? Not much. Just at least as much as I can get.
They're not going to allow you to come even close to that body.
Honey child.
Trixie, do your thing.
No, okay. No. We are not about to desecrate a corpse. Especially.
No.
While they're doing that, can I just go to the war cleric and just say, would it be possible to take an item from the ceremony?
As a souvenir, he points to the gift shop again. We have Felvin plushies. We have the symbol of Felvin and the Order of the Fire as pendants, as well as necklaces, and we have rings as well.
How much for a plushie?
10 gold.
Oh, I want one too.
Fucking a rip-off. I'm not spending 10 gold for that.
Same.
What's the cheapest thing they have here?
Nougat-filled chocolate bar in the shape of a hammer.
Okay, something that's not edible.
a brass ring with the symbol of the Order of Fire.
And how much is that going for?
2 gold.
Smex, do you have like pocket-sized, holy scriptures of Felon?
Oh yeah, they've got the New and the Old Testament.
Those are like
How much
$5
combined?
at most.
If you want the hymnals, it's going to cost you a gold apiece.
Yeah.
There are 20 hymnals.
Smexy,
Yep.
do they have anything that can be used in casting or ceremonial purposes?
They have material components you could purchase if you wish, but they're at a premium. If you were to go to an alchemist or an herbalist, they would be cheaper.
But yeah, because they're blessed.
Exactly.
I want to buy.
The waters here down in Africa are blessed, guys.
May I have a buy a ring and then have it blessed by a cleric?
Yeah, Specs, can I buy like the new edition? Like maybe the last, let's say 5.
The abridged edition.
Yeah, the abridged edition.
Okay.
Do that crap.
Cart, to answer your first question, if you're planning on joining the order and doing the trials, you get it by default.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Keeping my money, losers.
Don't want to poach from you, so.
There really isn't an abridged version of the hymnals. You just gotta pick the one that sounds the coolest to you.
So,
Anything about the war?
what is it good for?
Absolutely everything.
The latest war.
Okay.
The timed wind saved my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's not going to be like that. It'd be more like the day Felvin returned to us.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that one.
Okay. No mention of the fact that it was wind that helped him get out.
No matter.
It was all him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
He did it all by himself.
Yeah,
Why that one says
he's a big, strong war god, that guy.
Smexy,
Mm-hmm.
for time's sake, after this session could mean you possibly do a outside session of the trials.
Of course.
Okay. I would like to get that done before I leave.
All right. Okay. Is everybody done with the Citadel now? We good?
Do they have a free brochure?
Yeah. They offer brochures.
I'd take a free brochure. That is my
I
stupid
go down
here.
a gold coin and take a chocolate hammer.
Which brochure do you want? There are several. There are ones to help you with anger management.
That one.
Maya has that.
Blasphemy to Morgan.
So you have an unsatiable bloodlust. How to help?
Can I get
I'll
a
take it.
brochure
I'll be a
on
trumpet.
relationship management?
Sure.
What?
Yes.
Why everyone's an asshole and you're perfect.
There's another one. How to deal with klepto kobolds.
Yeah. It's called Fireball. The solution to everything.
Proven to work.
Now I found you a brochure.
I'll make sure to check it out.
This is all going to go so well.
Above my pay grade for now.
Okay. So you guys got to visit the market. You guys got to visit the, Citadel.
Yes, Max. On the market, I want to buy a shit ton of paper, like 10 gold worth of paper. That's not much.
It's a lot of paper.
Yeah. Because I'm
Like,
not.
Parchment. You can go parchment and save a whole bunch.
I was about to say, parchment is like. Parchment is like, it's not expensive. It's like, I think like,
It's almost a factor of 10 cheaper.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
1 silver is 10 sheets.
What's the difference when you write stuff on it?
That's the whole point. What's the difference when you write stuff on it?
Well, if there's none, like I'll buy.
Paper is a lot more expensive. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Then I'll get parchment. It's probably more durable too.
Okay.
You do a scroll
Yeah.
case.
Get
you
more
just
bang
write
for
up
your
the
buck
scroll
that way.
case.
So 5 gold worth of it.
Okay. Be sure to mark that down on your character sheet.
I will. How much would that be? How much parchment would that be?
I'd buy a scroll case too.
You want 5 golds worth?
Yeah.
500 sheets.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I can carry that much.
No.
How much? Oh, fuck, I need to. God, I keep
Just
looking this up.
Do 5 silver worth and carry 50 sheets and put them in a scroll. They should fit in a scroll.
Yeah.
Case.
1 silver piece. Weight does not say. Weight's nothing impossible.
Don't worry, I'll warn you about that if you ever get to that point. I'm not a stickler for weight management in this game.
Yeah.
But if you're carrying like 300 diamonds, we're going to talk.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Then I'll buy like,
I think that's a future reference for Trixie.
let's say 75 parchments and I'm fine for like at least this one act.
If you're carrying half your weight, you're over encumbered.
Yep.
So just keep that in mind.
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm not carrying stuff, so.
Yeah. Not yet.
Not
Just
like
started.
Okay. So this is how much? 5 silver worth? No, 50.
Yeah, 50 silver worth would be...
The 5 gold.
Well, 5 gold is 500 sheets. So if you want 50 silver...
So 5
That's-
silver would be...
5 silver would be 50. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
All right. I do remember someone mentioning something about getting more books, or are we done with that?
I want books.
Okay.
How much time do we have left until we have to move to our next objective?
Well, we got a half hour before we're done for the day, so I'll let you guys do this whole thing as a shopping trip, if you so choose. Explore.
I still wanted
I'm done.
to. Okay.
Oh, right. That's what I... Yeah, Dee Dee, you need to do your thing now. So,
I'm just saying I'm done.
okay. So you wanted to go to the Central Quarter. You wanted to go to the Sunspire. Sunsworn Spire. That is where the noble quarter is. You're dressed in your fancy clothes. Is anyone... Are you okay with people coming with you, or would you rather go on your own?
I would prefer to go alone, or at least go with people who are somewhat competent.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Well, competent and well dressed are 2 separate categories, but.
Karth...
For magic item shops or potion shops. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll follow.
So, I probably will not be accompanying you to the nobility.
Okay.
Fine by me?
All right.
I don't care where I go.
All right. So we'll say that Dee Dee's character goes on their own. So Seraphina, you're walking through the noble quarter. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? A person, a place, things?
I would say the main objective for her right now is to get herself acquainted with the areas. She knows she's just the daughter, so she's not of any position or like house, but she would at least like to get familiar with the lower nobles, because that's what leads to the big top, and if you know how it works, then it's important to work with the smaller folk first.
Okay, so you're kind of looking for an inn, entertainment-wise? Is that what you're saying? Like, make some money?
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Okay. Well, the Noble Quarter has a variety of different entertainment venues, I'll say. Some vary from being very innocent, like street performers. Others a bit more risque, like burlesque houses.
What about like a
A lounge, yes. They don't really have pubs so much as they have drinking establishments, we'll say. So they're way more on the high end. There is a barrier to entry, obviously. Um, it is guarded by individuals that have a list with them. So if you attempt to try and get in without being on the list, obviously they're going to deny you entry. Um, Majority of these establishments are also who you know. So it's not so much I got money. It's I know someone who's got money who owns this place, and we're besties, kind of deal.
Does my brain has slowed. Do I have any potential ins?
Unless you want to flaunt what house you're from, no. No one here knows you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you could.
Wouldn't mind flaunting it.
That's the thing. You could be like the invisible Kim Kardashian, but people don't know you're Kim Kardashian. They just see some fancy lady wearing fancy clothes, and then as soon as you do your name drop of your family, they're like, "Oh shit!"
Hi. Yeah. She doesn't want to go to like the. She'll go for like the mid-tier lounge,
Okay.
and then she'll go there and is like, "I'm so sorry to bother you, darling, but allow me to properly introduce myself." She'll hold up her hand with her signet ring that has the House Black Thorn symbol on it.
Okay.
Seraphina of House Blackthorn. Lady Seraphina.
All right. So the person in front of the establishment will recognize that name and house name and greet you. This establishment that you've chosen is kind of like a tea house with small tables where you sort of sit crisscross applesauce and just smoke some hookah. That kind of stuff. It's more relaxation, socialization, that kind of thing.
That's perfect.
Is there? Are you sort of like keeping an eye out on who's there and who's kind of looks important that you could strike up a conversation with?
Yes, exactly that.
Okay. I will.
Networking, people.
I will say that there is a group of younger noble men and women, probably early 20s, that are kind of sitting around one hookah, and looks like they're just having a grand old time, kind of reminiscing over the day's activities. You overhear two of them having a conversation about the losses they incurred during a more recent gambling incident involving 3 kobolds and a chicken. It seems that their dormitory has now since banned such activities to be done on college grounds, and they're a little perturbed about that because that ruins all their fun for the weekend now.
Well, if you're ever wanting to start up a game or anything like that, I'm currently working over at the barracks.
The noble individuals, the noble people, just kind of look at you incredulously. The barracks? That cesspool? What would possess you in any way to be staying there?
Have you not? Well, for starters, if you're wanting to actually have people respect a name and get a couple of guards in your pocket, it's one way to do it.
And why would I need guards in my pocket when I can just buy my own protection?
Some of them are quite sticklers, dear. Again, she is going to, for context, the entire time she's talking, she will have her hand right on her collarbone.
Okay.
With her ring.
Oh, okay. We'll say...
She's fancy, but she's doing this, obviously subtle, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So
Try me, bitch.
a younger noblewoman kind of stands up. It looks as though she's just kind of like sizing you up and understanding like, are you a threat to her or are you just
Oh,
some
no.
random person? Um,
No
so
obvious threat.
so she'll point to your signet ring and says, "Oh, you're from House Blackthorn, are you?
Yes.
My father works in trade for House Goldenrod. He is very well-to-do. I don't believe I've seen any of your kind here. What brings you to our city?"
Well, for starters, I wanted to get acquainted with some of the nobles in general. Branching out possible trade arrangements never harmed no one.
I'm sorry, what exactly does House Blackthorn do? I mean, I'd hate to spread rumors, but I've heard some very interesting things when it comes to the occult.
Trade and knowledge, darling. Something you seem to be clearly lacking.
I'm sorry, I just didn't want to assume. Your stature seems so much lower than mine. I'm not really well versed in the areas of noble houses that I know very little of, obviously.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
So basically she's saying your noble house is lower than mine, so I don't really trifle with the lower houses. I don't find the need to acknowledge them in any sort of way or even learn about them. They're not even on my radar.
Hold on.
Oop.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Alright, can you repeat that? She's just sizing me up.
Yeah, she's sizing you up and basically calling your noble house a lowborn house.
What is their rank?
There is no rank. They're just a bunch of kids from various noble houses. This particular woman seems to be very interested in taking you down a peg.
Oh, no. Specifically, what rank is House Blackthorn?
Societally wise, like if we're talking societal stature, not high. Like you guys keep to yourselves mostly.
Okay. Are they a marquis, a duke, baron?
If I were to give you guys a rating of social status, it would start with Goldenrod first, Silverhome. Actually, yours would be last, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Yeah.
A
What?
great noble steer list.
Well, it's information I need.
Yeah, like, you don't consider your house lesser than the other three, but that doesn't prevent the other houses from thinking otherwise.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
So the other three houses don't really care for your house so much. They find yours to be odd. So you're kind of like, your house is basically the outcast of the four.
She smirks. Well, that just makes it exotic, does it not?
I'm sure. And she kind of just goes back to her compatriots and giggles in front of them, and they essentially just go back to their conversation they were having previously.
Check to like
I'm sorry, you're cutting out.
not necessarily. Sorry, give me a second.
Yep. I'm going to give Dee Dee a minute, but we can move on to another character for the moment. So, who is next? I believe people wanted to buy some potions.
Yeah, just see what the prices are going to be.
Okay.
What I got, I terms of currency in the future, so I could be ready for pocket healing.
Yep.
Actually,
So
potion.
standard potion price is going to be 50 gold pieces for a regular health potion.
Second.
It'll be 50 gold pieces for just a regular health potion, the standard one that the 2014 rules have, plus the con of the person drinking it.
And then is there also like a magic item shop here, or is it...
Oh, yeah. What particular are you looking for? A particular ability or something that's utility?
Probably just utility magic items.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm just looking to see if this place has them. I know I don't have the coin for them at the moment, but just to be like, okay, I can come back here at some point and be like, I buy a fucking headband of intellect, so I'm not a dumbass.
No, that's fair. Let's go uncommon. Bag of holding would be uncommon. Brooch of shielding. Dust of disappearance. A deck of illusions. Gloves of missile snaring.
Headband of intellect is uncommon, if that helps. And I just quick check like what prices was on the head.
Yeah.
Sure.
So headband of intellect. If it would let me open. Oh, it just gives me the list of uncommon items. It doesn't tell me the price. Of course.
No, that's the fun thing with 5e is you have to workshop the price or find it out in a while.
It's a wondrous item. That's going to be expensive. Your intelligence score is 19. When you wear it, it has no effect on if your intelligence is already 19 or higher. So basically, it makes your intelligence 19 permanently if you're wearing it.
The rules state for uncommon magical items is that they're straight across 200 gold each.
Oh. This is going to be at a premium. I would double
It's
that to
also-
400.
I was about to say it's also broken as hell. So
Yeah, no, I'm not. That's not 200. That's going to be 400 at least.
Alright, I shall add that to the notes, so I need to get 400 bucks so I can buy a headband of intellect. That's basically all I'm really worried about.
Cool.
You know the inflation is gonna hit the moment if the war starts.
It's like gas prices. It's like,
Yeah.
you had to invade Iraq. You had to invade Valdoria. Now no one's going to be able to afford bread. Fantastic.
Everybody's going to be distracted buying bread, so they're going to care about the magic items.
Yes. Or pita.
If only.
Nobody likes flatbread.
We wait for the war to start, we go to
Nobles
the
will ramp
battlefield,
up
and we
the
just
price,
loot
you know.
bodies.
There you go.
They got the new autonomous AI, you know, they're gonna pump their money in that.
Start taking gold teeth out of the corpses.
Yeah.
Actually.
yeah, they say 500 gold is about the right price for an uncommon permanent item.
Yeah.
So something that adds a permanent stat or does a permanent ability.
I'd say that's fair. Okay. So we did that. We took care of that part. Karth, did you need to do anything else?
Can I roll for a history check on something?
What's the something?
Anything I can know about the trials. Literally anything other than their trials.
Well, you would have grabbed one of the brochures on the way out.
I did.
Yeah. So you crack open this one brochure saying, so you want to learn about the trials. And all it says is, don't. I'm just kidding. It'll go over the basics of what the trials involve. There'll be physical and mental tests that you'll be afforded to. It doesn't go into specifics as to what those tests are, because I just pulled this out of my ass. So I'm going to have to come up with ideas. But essentially it's going to be 3 stages. Each stage harder than the last. Each stage challenging a certain devotion or tenant that Felvin has requires for his paladin order. Because you're planning on becoming a war
Can you hear me
cleric.
now?
Yes.
We do.
Because
Cool,
you're...
I'm
So,
sorry.
so Karth, because you're planning on becoming a war cleric, you're not going to be going through the same trials as a paladin would, unless you so choose to become a paladin of the Order of Fire, which is completely different. That's going to be even harder. So think of it this way. You're going into a college diploma versus a 8-year doctorate. If that kind of gets you an idea of what you've chosen for your path.
Alright, yeah, works for me.
Cool. Sorry, Dee Dee. So I'll go back to your character. So essentially, they've gone to just ignoring you and having their own conversation now.
Cool.
Is there anything else your character wanted to do?
Well, now she's just going to listen to everybody
Okay.
and talk when talked to, and just the general pleasantries. If we're doing like a static number, her base persuasion is a 15.
You mean perception?
No, like take 10. Perception, it's not that great.
Oh. Okay.
But
Yeah. You just kind of like sit down and listen to rumors and gossip and that kind of stuff.
and like I said, when spoken to, her to take a 10 would be a 15.
Got it. Okay. So decent conversationalist at least.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is Trixie wanting to do anything else before you guys head out to your patrol?
Nope. Trixie's is good.
Okie dokie. So we're gonna say everyone's done your errands. The lieutenant has returned.
I'm so sorry.
The lieutenant has returned to gather you all back up again and take you to the southern gate. So you guys are going to be exiting out this area and heading toward Fort Brannock. As I previously mentioned, it's about a 45-minute walk. It's not going to take you that long because you've been issued a couple carts with men. So it may take you 25-30 minutes just to get there. And they have, you've been debriefed by the lieutenant saying you just need to deliver the supplies and the relief force and then bring back the other men for a full report from the commander. And that's pretty much it. I am going to leave it at that because I think this would be a good time to cut it off. And then we will continue on next Saturday, I should say. So that'll be the 4th of April.
Yep.
Same time as before, 1:30 Mountain Time.
Then I will tell everyone this. It was lovely to run a session with you guys. I hope you enjoy the campaign.
See you in a few months.
Okay.
Yeah, see you in like 6 months. Because honestly, realistically, when I get back, I won't even have to be like fully back. I'll just have a phone.
That's fair.
Gotcha.
For the life of me, I couldn't find the images that I wanted to show you guys of all the characters that you've met, so I will track those down and post them in the chat, just so you guys have an idea what they look like as well.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right. Before I let you guys go, did you have any questions, concerns, or things you would like to see in the future?
The ability to actually make.
Can we just say my character's preparing for trials?
Okay. Sorry, what was that, Cody?
Oh, the ability to make a decent chunk of change so I can buy magic items.
Yes. I will be implementing that actually. Actually, no, I'll tell you guys about that right now. So, it is something that is a work in progress. It's basically a beta test. And essentially what it is, it's going to be a fighter's guild that you guys can be hired by. and all the side quests that you guys are going to be associated with, or bounties, or just stuff not to do with the main campaign, will be funneled through this group. So essentially, you guys will be joining, if you so choose. Not all of you have to join, but you can sign up for the Valdorian Guardsmen. These guys will help you gain ranks internally in their faction. Each rank that you achieve has a initial reward. You are then also issued a weekly stipend in order to count as a wage towards your work. So everyone still gets paid weekly, so long as you're doing at least a couple missions for them every once in a while. I'm not going to force you to do it, but if you decide to join the Valdorian Guardsmen, you do get a salary, essentially. Yeah. And the higher your rank, obviously, the higher your salary will be, and the more rewards that you will be given, and the more access you will be given to the Valdorian Guardsmen's repositories and their, I guess you could say, the stuff that they own, essentially. So what I want to establish is give you guys a hub that you can return to ever so often to recuperate and to prepare and to just resupply yourselves with on a consistent basis. And then as you guys level up and save up money, you can pool those funds together if you choose to improve your access to those repositories. So for example, my plan is to give you access to a section or a fort that is completely run down, and then you guys can spend your hard-earned money improving that fort to you whatever you prefer. If we've got someone who's an alchemist, they can make an alchemist lab, or they can turn that one room into maybe like a training room. We can figure out how that would work. I already have a book that goes over all of this stuff, how much it would cost. It's all pre-planned out, and it's got really easy to follow charts for me to do. So this is kind of make up for that whole bank fiasco we had last campaign that I still feel bad about. And I would like you guys to have that. I do! I swear I do! So in this case, I'm not going to hand you a bag of money willy-nilly. However, I will find you avenues to earn more money and to use that money towards something other than just buying random health potions like the last campaign. So it will really help bring the immersive feeling to it, I feel, and it will give you guys an option or at least some sense of accomplishment as you guys go on, as opposed to like, oh, what have we made for ourselves? 50 health potions and a bunch of random magical equipment that I will never use in my entire campaign. That was fun. As opposed to, hey, we got a fort. I just upgraded it so I can have an alchemist lab so I can take all this shit that I've been gathering throughout my story and plop it down here and make my own potions and customize everything I feel like doing. Or I get to make my own equipment. I can put gems in it to give my sword specific abilities. I can hot swap it. I can do socketing. I can do blah, blah, blah. You know, I want to make it feel like an actual RPG where you guys have the freedom to choose what you want to do with your character and the stuff that I give you. As opposed to me going like, here's some gold, here's some health potions, here's some random magical items because I haven't given you any in the last 3 months.
Makes a question. I forgot. So could we like join multiple organizations? Because like, you know, I'm a caster and I kind of want to go with the wizard guys so I can get more spells, or I get that in, you know, together with the Valdorian Guardsmen. So
the caveat to that would be, I don't want it to be unfair for anybody who does not have access to a certain faction. For example, you could be part of the Druidic Order and not be part of the Assassin's Guild. And then someone could come along and say, wow, Assassin's Guild gets way more cooler shit than the Druids. Why do I have to do blah, blah, blah? I'm not doing that. It's just going to prevent a whole lot of, like, issues. And if I lump you all into one faction for now, again, this is a beta test. I already have established everything for this one faction to function for you guys properly and have all the rewards set. So if we're talking about mechanic-wise, The Valdorian Guardsman is there for you guys to do mechanical changes. If we're talking role-playing wise, the other factions are more better suited for that side of things. But if you want to earn income and do anything mechanic-wise, Valdorian Guardsman is your bread and butter. If you want to be a druid and be a part of the druidic order, it's going to be more role-playing advantages as opposed to mechanical advantages.
Yeah. Okay, all good. That's all.
Yeah.
I need.
Like, I've kind of lumped the Valdorian Guardsman into a one-stop shop for every class and faction. So if you want access to a garden that gives you material components, the Valdorian Guardsmen are going to have that. Yeah. Any other questions? Cool. Okay, well, I will see you guys next Saturday. And again, if you need to DM me, have any questions like that, you definitely let me know, and I will answer as quick as I can.
Sounds good. I messaged you the character pick for whenever you get around to it.
Oh, beautiful. I will add that to your character. Again, this is a learning activity for me because I don't know why it doesn't allow you just guys to do your own things, but oh well.
It's Foundry. It has.
Yep, that's fair.
You know my end goal for my character, what she's going to be wanting to do. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Cook people and frogs.
No, maybe,
Symposium.
possibly.
Could I join?
You know there is a coven feature in the witch class, so maybe.
Ooh.
A coven of two.
We have a lot of casters. I could convince another person. I have persuasion.
Yeah. Sure, go well.
Who wants to cook some potions?
That is also a reason for getting Headband of Intellect, because my, what is it? I have proficiency with alchemy supplies, but I've only got a +1 because my intelligence is an 8, so... My character knows that she's an idiot, and knows that there's things out there to help her out with that.
Ah.
So,
Smart enough to know that she can cheat. Good.
exactly.
Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. The performance check is basically for her storytelling and talking about how her house is a bunch of nerds and like scholarly pursuits and not just
Oh,
the
okay.
occult.
Yeah, that was more or less what I wanted to know.
That checks out. Oh, look, we do have a VARA. That's good.
Yep. And the performance for all of that is a 24.
Okay.
Talking of shit.
Well, you're definitely starting to make a name for yourself at least a little bit, so that's a start.
Yay. Can't wait to get the fort to host galas and stuff. The alchemy we've done Outback.
Quick question.
Yes.
Smexy. So I'm gonna be gone for like 5 months. What's gonna happen when I come back? Because they're all gonna be doing their thing to get money and everything, and I'm gonna be exactly where I'm leaving here. As I am now is how I'm gonna be with a level buff when I come back. Like, what do you want me to do there?
Training montage.
It's definitely something we can talk about.
Because in the nicest way possible, it feels pointless to be for a campaign where I'm just gonna leave, then come back and.
No, I get that, and I've had people join mid-campaign and find their spot regardless of not being a part of it for so long. Like, it hasn't been an issue in the past, and I don't foresee it being an issue now.
I mean, character-wise, what do you want me to do there? Because I'm gonna be a level buffed cleric, but I won't have anything story-wise to go off of because I don't have a chance to do anything.
Well, that's the thing. We can fill in the blanks. Like, while you were gone, you were doing this and this and this and this and this, and now you've returned and are looking forward to putting forth your newfound abilities to use.
Well, you said that you were a cleric from the Blackthorn House, yes?
Yeah.
You got a perfect route right there.
I'm not Blackthorn anymore.
He left.
Oh.
He left the
I was
house.
shunned.
Oh, I guess Pat.
Yeah.
There is.
Wait, will you have like connection at all to the internet while you're there?
No, dude, I'm going.
He's
to school.
overseas.
I ain't gonna have fucking shit.
Yeah, I know, like Starlink or some bullshit. Okay, yeah, never mind.
You're gonna have to be besties with Elon Musk. Starlink.
Quick, there is. This is more of a joke than anything. There is a Witcher roleplay system, and for that, what they have for Witchers, since they live like a long ass time, is a big set of tables. So we can find those tables and just have you roll a bunch of things on them, and find out you get knighted like 7 times in 8 different kingdoms. How it happened in an 8th kingdom? Well, I mean, you get to tell us that story.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Get more tells than the Austrian emperor.
Without leaving, I don't want to, be a part of a campaign. I have nothing to contribute to, and then come back and have to start square one.
Oh.
With like a party that's already developed a camaraderie basis and already developed everything they need to complete said campaign.
Again, it's nothing I'm worried about.
The funny thing that could happen at that point is you rejoin right after we fucking TPK.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm back. That pizza meme.
Nothing has changed. Everyone's dead.
Just come to like a battlefield, you're just like, huh. I think I recognize that person's skull there.
Oh. Why is Trixie's bag on the ground? Oh god!
That's not her bag, that's her back! Ah!
That's a weird looking cup. Oh god, that's a head.
Yeah.
You can drink from her skull.
Who knows? The apocalypse may have hit by the time you return, and then everyone's like, you know what? We're done with the war. Something worse has now happened. Maybe we could get your help with that. It'd be great. Also, everyone is on fire right now, and I don't know how to put them out. You just like
drop and create water.
Yeah, just like look at your holy flask of water. Like, I don't think I got enough for this.
I'm gonna need a lot more of this.
Where is that cask of holy wine? Oh yeah, I drank it all. Damn, I have a problem.
Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to do while we were there. Just say, hey, can I get a second thing of wine for the road? I'm sure they would have complied, right?
Not likely.
Damn.
At some point we need to like find somebody to just for booze.
You know how hard it is to even find blessed baby seal oil in this economy? It's hard.
I'm not gonna ask you why you need that.
Well, that's what they use with the oil anointing ceremony.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure.
I won't even tell you what they wear on their feet. They're not moccasins, that's for sure.
Very lovely boots.
Alright. Well, I'm going to stop recording here because I need to cut that short anyway. But yeah!
You already stopped.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot to press the button.